I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bone. But she on cloud 10, under a rock. How you heard the motherfucking word? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly. Once again, Heartbreak Ace. If you're familiar with my content or not, hit that like, comment, subscribe so the algorithm gives breaking content every time I upload. Just tell the algorithm, okay, you were going, what's it going to a goblin? Nothing. You ain't scared nothing. Don't jump. Yeah, better give these people my videos, algorithm. Oh, thought we had a problem. Nah, topic of discussion though, while we here. Of course, as usual, this is another reaction video by yours truly, Heartbreak Ace. However, I like to do my reactions a little different. I do more than just like music reactions to a song or something like that. I like to react to the culture in its entirety. Any topic dealing with the culture, our people, whatever, the media, all of that. That's what I like to react to. So of course, once again, this is a reaction from me and Joe Budden. And the topic at hand is Stephen A. Smith. I'm pretty sure you know who Stephen A. Smith is. Stephen A. Smith is iconic when it comes to ESPN. He had a major platform, First Take. He still has it. A lot of people like to call him Samuel L. Jackson. And what I mean by Samuel L. Jackson, you remember his character role in Django? The Connery, the house nigga, I should say. Yeah, they like to give him that label. And to be honest, they have a lot of reasons why they give him that label. Let's be honest. He says a lot of stuff that don't really, it don't connect with us. He's stuck in a loop. And he act like he's not from this culture, even though he got the same skin color as us. Cause he don't think about us. This is what he think about. Let's spin the block.
I wake up every morning with two thoughts. Number one, how do I make my bosses more money? And number two, how do I get some of it? And when I put it like that, there isn't anybody that's not going to be receptive to what I want to say, because they recognize that my number one mission is to make sure they're successful. And when you have that kind of mentality, it opens the floodgates, because it makes an inordinate amount of people receptive to what you're bringing to the table, because they know that you're trying to create something that they stand to benefit from as well.
Happened this year, and you know, especially in Brooklyn with Mr. Kyrie Irving.
Oh yeah.
That brother put out a tweet today. We ain't talking about it today because we at the NFL draft. Let me look into the audience and say this. Oh, you thought I had stuff to say before. Wait until. And let me say this. I'm pissed off, but not for reasons that people would think. I'm very, very fond of Jerry Jones, and I'm not hiding that from anybody. Is his record perfect? No. But I'm pissed off because he doesn't deserve what just happened.
All right, y'all, there you have it. We spit the block one time. Now, the task that's at hand, what we speaking on. Before I even give him my commentation, my guy Joe, of course, he has something to say about Stephen A. Smith, episode 739. And the topic at hand was Stephen A. Smith ranting about them saluting and acknowledging O.J. Simpson at the BET Awards as our black successors that passed away. He wasn't feeling it. He didn't like it. He still feel like O.J. Simpson is a murderer, and we just putting a light on him and it's making it look bad for black people. That's his words. But before I even give you my thoughts on that and how I feel about it, I'm gonna let you hear what my guy Joe said from the Joe Budden podcast. So of course, let's spin the block again.
But it's there right now, and since I still have like a, I don't know, an iPhone fucking 6.
Please get a new phone.
Feel free. Between you and him, feel free to upgrade me. Okay, I'm not going to stop you.
Let me see your phone. Let me see your phone.
I'm not
Yo,
gonna stop
wait. Let me see your phone. Yo, do you know you're him? Yeah, man.
There. What?
That's an iPhone 8S. Like, you got to get rid of that shit.
Suck a dick. Whoa!
But why won't you get a new phone? Like you don't care?
No, it's just
She wants somebody to buy for her.
No,
that's what it is. Pretty privilege. Just like when she said that she's. Just like when she said she's
because
hungry
you
in the
guys keep
studio.
mentioning it, I'm just like feel free, but I will get around to it when I.
Just like when she said she's hungry in the studio. Just like everything, like she just got a slick way of doing shit. So she gonna let you keep talking about the phone and say, "Yo, purchase it."
Yeah,
I think it's
do
fly.
everything the baddie way.
Yeah.
She does. All right, I have the clip.
Responsibility we have. BET Awards. This is a celebration of blackness, of black culture, of black entertainment, of black excellence. And when you do something like this, you got folks outside the community see that. TMZ talking about it, NBC talking about it, CNBC talking about it, CBS talking about it, USA Today talking about it, PBS, everybody but PBS.
No Joe Budden.
When that kind of stuff happens, how do you think that benefits us? And that's a story that we don't get into nearly as much as we should. Did it ever occur to anybody to remind yourself of the responsibility we have? I'm not blaming any of the folks there in the audience. They didn't know. And even though BET is owned by Paramount, it's still BET. Black folks everywhere, all up in there. The BET Awards.
I'm cutting this off.
What the? Stephen A. Smith. I have one word for him. Two.
Go ahead.
Kyrie Irving. If black people owe it to themselves to be responsible because everybody around the world are watching what we say to each other, nigga, you went on a 2-year fucking crusade to destroy Kyrie Irving. Another young black man that you could have picked up your fucking phone and called. He went publicly on a 2-year crusade to ridicule and castrate this man for personal decisions he made. So if the responsibility is on fucking Paramount, then the responsibility is on Stephen A. Smith to do the same fucking thing.
That's a great point.
Fuck is we talking about?
That's
my
a great
nigga?
point
Like,
with his Kyrie Irving reporting. It is.
Come on, yo.
What was his reason for saying that he didn't want OJ should not be acknowledged?
OJ Simpson was not found guilty of any crime
At all.
What the
That's what
fuck
I'm
are we
saying.
He
talking
went through
about?
the process.
He went to court, a court of his peers,
Was acquitted.
and he got acquitted. OJ Simpson.
What are we talking about?
Was a great
legend.
sports figure. He was a great personality, whatever the case may be. He went to court. He did whatever he did or didn't do, and they put his face up there to honor the dead people that passed away this year.
I got some more Stephen A. clips.
Come on, fuck out of here, yo.
Somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail. This man, as far as I'm concerned, is a double murderer. He's somebody that should never, ever, ever see freedom again. In the eyes of most people, regardless of an acquittal, O.J. Simpson is a double murderer.
What the fuck that mean?
Who the fuck are you to make that distinction?
I'm very, very fond of Jerry Jones, and I'm not hiding that from anybody. But I'm pissed off because he doesn't deserve what just happened. He doesn't deserve it. You're gonna bring up a picture of Jerry Jones standing at this protest. No question what was happening is not something that anybody as a black person should be appreciative about. We had 6 students at that particular North Little Rock High School that was trying to desegregate the school.
No one should be okay with it.
Nobody should be okay with that.
Regardless of
We
race.
understand that.
I'm adding your
We get all
Kyrie
that.
take right
But
in
you
the
gonna
middle of
bring
all
up
of
a
this.
photo of him when he was 14, 15 years old. If he was 30, 35, 40 years old, that's different.
Also,
14,
Stephen A.
15.
has been on air talking about how said that same shit Candace Owens said to me about how black people relate to Donald Trump because he went to jail. Like some of his talking points as of late. Stephen A. I mean, he's been up here, friend of the show. That's my man, but you got to be aware of how he comes off. Again, some people think that Max left First Take because of that.
When he said,
when he said what he said about. Well, no, when Terrell Owens said
that Max is more black than Stephen A. Smith.
Like I just feel like he should be a little more aware, even if you feel like this about O.J. Simpson.
Or he might be aware. He might, but what I think he's, no disrespect, I like him. He came up here, but what if he's compromised? Because now I'm seeing that he's taking the opposite side of what is good for us. And I know I'm probably not saying it right, because now he defended Jerry Jones. I guess this was the picture when it was back in the segregation days or whatever. Then he's saying this about OJ. Then he did that to Kyrie. And the powers that may be, sometimes they put people in place to say what they can't say. If you understand, or what they can say,
He the
what they can't say.
mouthpiece for them.
Even his handling of Kevin Durant. Now that you bring up Kyrie,
I ain't gonna put that on him. I think that.
I mean,
it could appear. It could appear that way.
I know, but I think because he didn't used to be like that.
Exactly. So
now
in order to get to the
I think sometimes, and this could.
You need to know that that's what it looked like.
This could even go to our Drake conversation. I think that sometimes you get to a certain level of success, and you almost forget what you had to do to be successful. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think Drake feels or felt like this. Who? Like, y'all like, yo, he should have addressed him, just him. He not looking at it like that, nigga. You with the field. So I think that Stephen A. Smith has reached a certain level. He's starting to brag a lot. He said some shit on one of the shits. He was on the floor and they was teasing him, and he stood in his shit like, I'm him, nigga. So I think
I see him.
I think at certain points you start feling like I'm him.
The walk is a little different.
And
during the finals, he was walking in like he was fucking Luka Doncic.
Yeah, like so.
But don't you get highlighted more when you say things that the higher white people that's in control? Don't you get more and you accomplish more when you say how they feel? Or when you become a mouthpiece?
I can't say yes or
like,
no.
Because if
we could say what's happened to plenty of ESPN hires and analysts, fucking Shorty and Michael Smith. Anytime somebody, when that last election was going on, anytime somebody went on ESPN with some pro-black shit, we didn't really see them anymore.
Nope. Jamel Hill and Mike Hill.
I'm not talking about what is. Mike Hill too, and Mike Smith. Like, there's a list of them.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about what is, because I'm not behind the wall to know. But somebody has to start being aware of what things look like.
Yeah, I just don't. You can't talk about the responsibility that BET has if you're not living up to that same level of responsibility. Like, get the fuck out of here.
What I'll ask you, from he's starting to walk a little different, brag a little different. Do you think that should be expected? You know, there's rumors of him trying to secure a $100 million contract, $25 million a year. They offered him 18. Do you expect, according to reports, do you expect any change in a person?
Yes.
When that type of level up begins to happen?
Yes. Absolutely. I think that as you start to separate yourself from the field, you don't look at yourself like you're one of the field anymore. And I think sometimes, and I have yet to attain that level of success, so it's all speculation, but I think that you really start to believe and start smoking your own shit like, yo, I'm him.
You still walk like you got 30 million.
Yo, anyway.
You walk in the club, back to life.
But he right.
I think change.
We've seen that with a couple of them.
I think anybody that says, yo, I won't change is delusional.
No, they just ain't making enough yet.
Yeah, they ain't making enough money yet.
But we've seen that with quite a few folks that have hit certain levels where they just don't relate no more. They don't even understand no more. They really start to believe that they are one of them.
Do you feel like when Mike Tyson made all that money that he changed?
I don't know Mike Tyson.
All right.
I think that
so
was
he
not
didn't
saying everybody.
he made a lot of money that he blew, and he didn't change not once.
So you said.
People that knew him said that people that knew him said
he also lost
change.
a lot of money too, though.
Yeah.
He did lose a lot of money, but so does that come with the lifestyle? MC Hammer, right? When he made a lot of money, he did what we typically do and take care of people. He didn't change.
And he lost a lot of money.
But you don't know how.
Think about the ones that made a lot of money.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're
going. The people that
know.
we talking about typically appear to not want to lose the money.
And you don't know what.
So they playing within.
They position themselves a little different.
I got it. Okay. But you understand what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
But we don't know how MC Hammer was walking around LA after he was up $40 million. He might have been walking, talking a little different.
He from Oakland.
I mean, Oakland.
They're very different.
Totally
from
different.
Doing it.
Exactly. So? Totally different.
No, I know. So what I'm saying is, like, I feel like it was a piggyback off of, maybe some public sentiment.
He spoke to responsibility. He
of
has
course,
a bigger
of course
responsibility
expand on
than niggas on Twitter. His responsibility is isolated from people that are just shooting random shit and thoughts out on Twitter. He's Stephen A. Smith. It's Joe Budden. It's Charles Barkley. It's whomever that our people look to for their input and their opinion. You have a different responsibility than somebody on Twitter.
Yeah, it's true.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
And it sounds like he's going back on air to stand into his sentiment.
Yeah.
Like he's going back to
that.
double down after who called him out?
Faison Love.
Faison Love.
So we shall see.
Faison Love ain't big enough.
Well, no, that shit circulated.
But Faison Love ain't the big enough messenger. When certain messengers like i.e. Kenny Smith pull you up and say, yo, my nigga, what are you talking about?
Well, he's about to address it because of Faison.
What I'm saying is that shit went in one ear and out the other to him. Who the fuck is Faison Love to Stephen A. Smith is what I'm saying. If Shaq says it, you view it differently. You might internalize it, you might digest it differently, and maybe Faison Love is a comedian, actor. He ain't A-list. You get what I'm saying? So if Denzel says it, yo, my
So Faison Love says he's going to double down. But if Denzel Washington had issued the critique, he would have been like, whoa, okay, maybe I need to, reflect a little bit.
And your response will be worded and conveyed differently, even if you did decide to double down.
Yeah, you'll at least rethink it.
Got it.
You'll at least rethink it, even if you come up to the same thing.
And again, Stephen A. Smith is one of our greats, but I think that if we can if we can congratulate and commend the greats, we should be able to critique them as well. Like we can show you love all the time and kiss your ass, then we should be able to tell you when you're doing some bullshit.
And this is some bullshit.
That's one of your arguments with Drake. Like, yo, nigga, when you on your A shit and I'm cheerleading you, you have no problems. But if I critique your album and say I don't like it, then you mad at me. And I think we should be able to do both.
Well said.
For sure.
Y'all seen that chick that got her leg bit off in Texas?
All right, y'all, we back. We spitting the block twice. Hope y'all ain't dizzy, but if you is, I truly understand. I'm gonna say this. As usual, I agree with Joe Budden and the crew. Now, this is why we don't get nowhere. Why do people, and I'm black people, why do we think we have to always have a boss? And then to make it worse, it's never a boss of our culture. Why do we think we need the approval of people that's not of us, not like us? No pun intended. Or better yet, you know how kids grow up and they are black and they smart in school on the A honor roll, like they kind of nerdy, so to speak. And you know how the other kids that's not like that, they clown them and say they nerdy and acting like they're white. Well, what history book told you? Well, I ain't gonna say history book because they all lied. I'm pretty sure they all told you this, but it's a lie. Don't believe that the world is full of the Caucasian culture is the only ones that got brain smarts. Don't believe that black people are all dumb. That's a myth. And if you really want to go into history that I know and believe, we was here first and a lot of those people learned things from us. Let's be clear. Our people, since the beginning of time, things were stripped away from them so they couldn't gain more knowledge because people feared them and their power they could have. They feared that we will be out for revenge. But to be honest, my people will be eventually going to win and be on top. And if we go for the revenge of doing what they did to us, then we just as worse as them. I think when it's our time to shine, black culture, the black people, we can take over, but we need to unite the people. We need to show them a different way. We need to show them that we are all equal under this one sun. We all share the same energy. We strip away the negative energy and build positive energy, and that's how the world transcends and grows to a better place, to another dimension, and so on and so on. I don't think we need to fight fire with fire. They know what they did to us. Stephen A. know what they did to us. And that's why it's even more crazy to me that you take this stance. Now, I understand that you got to do certain things to please your boss, but if that's still your angle, then you ain't really the man like you think you are. Because they can simply easily replace you, Stephen A. And you got to know, eventually they will. It's the same thing going on with Drake right now. After being in the game so long on top, you got to pass the torch. Or you got to gracefully bow out. That's just how it is. People just grow lustful of you winning so long. And you can still win, but do it behind the scenes. You don't got to be up front and personal in front of everybody. Because they're going to get tired of seeing it. Trust me. It's never too much of a good thing. A lot of anything is bad unless it's love. Understand that. No matter what it is, a lot of anything is bad unless it's love. And why? Because when people have a lot of something, they get too comfortable or they get too cocky, they get too arrogant. They start getting careless. Because they have an abundance of anything. So we need to learn how to connect the people in a way that they understand that we are all the same. We all can achieve the same goals. We all have same desires to be something in life. No matter your color, no matter your beliefs or anything, you can be whatever you want to be in life. And that's the message we need to spread. Stop choosing sides. Especially when you're on our side and you so scared to stand up for your people that you want to be a coon and you want to say things that they want to say but they can't say because of their skin color. They can't say things. They want to say nigga so much but can't say nigga so much. But you can say nigga, Stephen A, so you says it a lot. But when you say nigga, you be talking about your own people and you disrespect them in the most crazy way. I partly agree with you. The way that case went with O.J. Simpson was suspect. I'm kind of thrown in the middle. He looked like he might have been guilty, but he wasn't proven guilty in the court of law. The same coonery ass system that you believe in, they found him not guilty. Stephen A. So if you're trying to figure out every day how to wake up and make your boss money, the same people that you believe in and listen to and kiss their ass, they said O.J. Simpson was not guilty. So why you going on your live station with this huge platform, being who you is, to bash your people all the time? The same way you did Kyrie Irving for 2 years. The same way you did Will Smith for slapping Chris Rock. Chris Rock is a grown-ass man. Will Smith is a grown-ass man. Stop standing up for fucking Chris Rock. Another man slapped another man for talking about a man wife. We don't give a fuck because it's at the Oscars. He should have did it a different way, I agree. But slapping another man ain't enough for us to hate him. Chris Rock should have slapped him back. Whether Will can beat him or not, he should have slapped him back. Why is you still having a marathon in the campaign and taking up for Chris Rock? You acting like you Tony Rock. You're not Tony Rock. You're not his brother. You're not his mother. None of that. Your reign getting ready to come to an end. I see that now. I don't think you understand that. Because every debate and take that you have, people are disagreeing in a way that they want to cancel you. And you are not your own boss. You are not an independent media service. You got bosses of the other side. And I can care less of your color. I'm just calling it what it is. So when they feel like replacing you, they're going to replace you and make another Stephen A. Understand that. Stop putting this negative light on our people, man. That case is, what, 30 plus something years old? Why are you still talking about it? Why are you still talking about it? He's somebody that passed away. A 2-second segment of a picture on a hologram at the BET Awards. Why are you dwelling on that? Find something else to talk about. And if you can't make a better, you can't commentate better than that, stick to sports. Stay out of the media. Leave it to people like me, Joe, Academics, Math Hoffa, Willie, and Gilly and Willie. I'm saying their name all messed up because he got me all construed. I just can't believe what he be saying, man. Steven ain't got me so messed up I can't even say these people's name right. Gilly the Kid and Wallow. That's what I meant to say. Like, what we doing, man? But that's all I have for y'all, man. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? Once again, people are proving in the world why I always say love each other. Till next time, yours truly, Heartbreak.